Hey, this is Void Ray Noobs casting our first game against a couple of hard computers that's really going to prove that we live up to our name and that we are in fact by no means Korean. I am Carrie and I will be your keyboard master today, as well as I correspond to the title Kingman talking about Goon Rush. And sitting next to me is Caleb.
My name's Caleb. I am the savior of this game. The whole reason we actually pull through and win it.
And I'm Landon, and this is kind of not necessarily my idea, but I think I'm the one that's most excited about cashing this game, and so we rounded each other up, and we're gonna try to entertain you. It's not by no means professional, but we hope you enjoy it.
Caleb, well, just to catch you up on who's talking and who's going to get completely destroyed in this game, I am the purple Protoss up here up top, Kingman. Landon is over here on the right, the green Protoss, Hilder. And down here, the tealish or Cayenne, Zerg, Caleb is Gonthorian. And we are going up against some kind of pink, ugly Terran, a red Zerg, and a yellow Protoss. And as you will see here in just a little while, they will completely rickroll us.
And so this is Landon again, but we're kind of doing a standard build, if you will. I'm trying to get 4-gate into stalkers, and Carrie's getting some gateways up as well. I even think he is getting a starport up later in the game. But here's Caleb.
Right now, as far as my build, my original plan was just to kind of feed the other two, and but that kind of really didn't work out because halfway through we get really overrun, and so as you'll see, I make my epic escape and pull out.
You can see that the computer is completely, well, not completely, but is ahead of us in harvesters just a little bit. Landon was completely wrong when we said we went a standard build. I went anything but a standard build. In fact, I went a completely insane build, as you'll see here in just a little while, that failed miserably.
And so this just proves how much of a noob I am, and that's kind of where we get the name Void Ray Noobs, because I'm the actual Void Ray noob in person. So congratulations, you're witnessing actual Void Ray noobs try to play StarCraft 2. So,
as proof, you'll notice everyone's harvester count going up except for one person, the Void Ray noob.
Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate your confidence in me.
Yeah, as you can notice right here, I just LOL, yeah, I thought you knew that. That was a reference to oh look, Caleb can't wall. Yeah, Zergs can't wall off, and they totally didn't take that into consideration when I was on the outer perimeter of our base. And this is really not a very good map to wall off on anyway, because it's got large ramps and 2 different ones at that. So
not only am I a noob at playing StarCraft 2, but I'm a noob at picking maps. So Carrie is going to have to be the map picker for now on, I guess. I mean, you might as well come out and be honest. If I'm a noob, right? But I definitely enjoy playing this game, and I think I get better and better every day. But it's not necessarily about how good you are, but it's about how much fun you're having, and this was definitely an enjoyable game.
And here's where my build completely goes ape stuff. Here comes a Stargate. Most of you would think, Void Rays, he's going to Void Ray rush. No! I'm going to do something completely retarded. But as you can see, we are being scouted very slowly by the red Zerg overlord here, and he sees us and he turns and runs because he's a little chicken. He knows there are Phoenix is coming. I'm going to speed this up now because as we have no blocker over the time, you can see that this video is 1 hour and 10 minutes long. So we're going to speed this up and skip through all this nice little part where Caleb is throwing down all kinds of different tech buildings along with the Nidus Worm.
the Nidus Worm is a very big part of my strategy. Originally, I was going to try to bring up a Nidus Worm connector to the far bottom left little platforms to try to kind of make a little secure base that I can continue feeding them. That was my original plan. But then when our bases got overrun and we pretty much were screwed, I decided to use it as my escape tunnel to escape to the small islands.
And here's the big gaping hole that we didn't have walled off, unfortunately, so they waltzed right in. And for some reason, with the noob that I am, I build a pylon super close to the enemy, and then my cannons are in the back, and it was just a total fail. We managed to stay alive here for a little while, surprisingly longer than I expected, but we ended up going down in the end.
Yeah, you can see the army difference here is vast, and that really we didn't stand a chance, as Landon's about to tell you during the game. You can also look at the unit tab. Landon has no units. And here comes Caleb's transition that will eventually save the game.
Yeah, I like escape down here and it's like, okay, I'm totally leaving these guys to themselves. If they live, awesome. I'm going to go by myself and just like build up as much on this little island, like anti-air. Land can't get to me, so I'm going to just like dig in and try to hold right here for as long as I can.
So Caleb's basically a team player in this game, in that he totally left. Yeah, he left us for dead, but I guess that's okay, because in the end we come out on top. But it's definitely enjoyable to watch how we get there. As you can see, they're just finishing him off.
I love how they attack my mark.
Here's the Landon of their team. The Zerg contributing a single roach to this attack.
I appreciate the dogging me like the whole game, man. It makes me feel really good. Hey, look, I have units on the board. Look at there, stalkers, baby.
And yes, here was the crux of what I wanted to do. I was going to make phoenixes, pick up crap, blow it up while it was in the air, and it worked. Until everything started shooting me.
And of course, we've only been facing 2 of the players thus far, because Zerg hasn't even shown up. And when they do, you'll see that it's going to be a total massacre.
Meanwhile, like down there at my base, I'm like starting to dig in and starting to build up. I'm restarting my spawning pool. I already got both my Vespian gas geysers up, and I'm just trying to like trying to get a base started back up and hoping the computer's stupid enough not to come over there and mess with me.
So we basically think that we've been wiped and that the game's probably about to be over. And as a matter of fact, I'm one that always seems to quit before the game has really been determined. The winner has been determined, and there's a lot of games that we play, me, Caleb, and Carrie, and I'll rage quit, and then they end up winning. Somehow, you know, it seems like every time I quit, they end up winning. And if I don't, we get slaughtered. So maybe I'm the problem. I don't know.
Yeah, this right here says we don't win. When you look at this walking wall of doom and death and destruction coming at us, and yeah, we've got minimal. Oh yes, snipe the worker and get the other one. I just want to address a point real quick. Check it out. The Nidus worm looks really hungry, wagging his tongue like that. Feed me, Seymour.
Perv kitty.
Dang, Landon.
Come on, don't tell me you've not seen that video.
And our destruction begins. But not before I pick up and throw down on some siege things.
Look, my Starkers are contributing. We can't say that I'm actually not in the game at all. I mean, look. Until the Hydralisks come in.
To prove a point, Landon, the only one who has not received an attack on his mineral line so far, is still the lowest in harvester count.
Why did I agree to do this video?
So we can dog you and show you how much of a void ray noob you are.
I got you. Well, anyways.